It's just that for some reason my gallery isn't up. So please, if you would love to jump in, tell me who you are, tell me where you are, and I'll fool around here till I can get my gallery up. I really
Hey,
would
hey,
appreciate it.
Jerry, the recording has started.
I forgot I
Oh,
had plugged that thing and I'm just gonna leave it
Oh,
run and go outside.
hi. And how are you? You're getting
so
there. When's the
Okay,
date again?
we need to mute
Okay,
all.
but he is part of
we're
corporate.
I
I
thought
just
he
got
weren't
it.
due till later.
The recording has started. And
Okay. So I'm sorry, we've had really some technical difficulties. Everything came up wrong today. And so I will just begin our call because the record.
Jerry,
I'm
there,
sorry. Okay,
wait.
now we're ready, but I don't have a gallery. So
Can
I
you
will
go
keep
up to the
looking.
upper right, Jerry, upper right, and see
I'm finally getting it. Okay, got the screen. Okay,
okay.
everybody. Please bear with us today. It has been a little bit difficult. So, when technology doesn't go with you, it gives you problem. So anyway, I would, we're going to start on time in case somebody can't stay our full time with everybody. So really, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Jerry Ziegenfuss. I'm calling in from sunny Florida. I'm so happy to welcome you all here, even though we were a little, tardy. Sorry about that. And we, especially myself, I love to say hi to all you newbies. You make this call. Without you, this call isn't going to keep going on. And please be brave because we are family. We love everybody. We're not going to bite you. So we call this a miracle call, and you're going to find out why in a little bit. But the results that people are having and what you're going to hear just astound me. It's just amazing every week, things that we find out. So, what we would like you to do is raise your hand. And how you do that is at the bottom on your computer screen, there's a reaction button, and please put it up there. So when it goes up there, I see where you are, and then I can call on you. And please, if you can leave it up until you're done speaking, that would be great. And I just want to let you know that our shares are 30 seconds to a minute. So if you could honor that, and if you have more, come back on later, or in the beginning, hands are a little slow. So, you can talk a little longer. And our first 15 minutes, we like that to be reserved for X39, our major patch that does it all. And we
And
also
Celergyde.
and we also have added Celergize to our list so that with you when you're taking the Celergize with X39, it really enhances it and you get better outcomes. And we like you to stay compliant if you don't mind. So if you don't mind, please don't mention diseases, the diagnosis that the doctor gives you. They need this diagnosis so they can get paid from the insurance company. But we don't want it here because that's not compliant to a health and wellness company. And we have to be careful and protect our integrity of LifeWide. And it's really important. But tell us how you were feeling before, what the problem was. Let us know what's going on. The patch you used, how long you wore it, what were your results? And also, if you don't mind, let us know how long you've been wearing it and been with LifeWave. Those two go together. And after 15 minutes, you can come out because, yes, we do have a suite of other patches out there, which most of our people know, but it's okay. X39 is the patch you want to go and do first. And it will eventually get to probably what you're looking for. But as Dr. We have a little thing. You can't pick the fix. And it's going to go to where your body is screaming out there. It's going to be screaming, I need you here, I need you there. It's going to go there first, but it eventually will heal and get to everything else. But let me rephrase that. Healing isn't a word we use. We like to stay compliant, so we don't claim to treat, cure, or diagnose any condition. But if you'll allow me, before we begin today, it's been a rough time for a lot of us. Maybe the new people really won't understand, but please join me. Um, we'd like to take a moment to honor someone that is very special to many of us in our Lifeway family, Sunshine Rose. A couple of years ago, she and I joined two other lovely hosts, Michelle Niels and Karen O'Neill, doing the weekly calls here. We rotate through the month. And because of this journey, we became friends. She had such a beautiful spirit, and whenever she needed someone to talk with, she'd reach out to me. I was so grateful and am so grateful that I was there to be with her through both joyful and difficult times. Sunshine Rose recently passed on to her heavenly home. And while we will deeply miss her presence here, she was a light. She was a force. She was here all the time. I truly believe she is now shining her light down upon us. I really do think that. Her kindness, her warmth, and the love she shared through this community and throughout LifeWave will continue to ripple outward for a long, long time. So if you don't mind, I would like to take a brief moment in our hearts and remember her and honor the light she brought into this world. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And please, if you would start to raise your hands and let's hear your miracles. I know Sunshine is up there watching and listening. She wants to hear from all of you. She was on these calls for years, like all the hostesses are. We need your support. So please don't be afraid and please raise your hand. And Bill, I see your hand up first, please. I think you have more to say.
Good morning, Jerry, and good morning,
Morning.
everyone. Now, just a quick comment. We're all here because we really love the Young Living community, LifeWave products. One thing, though, just kind of a reminder to take some time to really appreciate the people or person who introduced us to LifeWave. They really cared about us in some way and reached out to us, and that's why we're all here. So I just want to kind of give that little comment and thank you all for being here this morning. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate that.
And Bill,
And,
wasn't Sunshower you're the one who introduced you?
Yes, Michelle, that's correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Our
doing the call,
beautiful,
Karen.
our beautiful Sunshower. Thank you, Bill.
Sure.
Judy, please unmute. Now, all of you, this is our fourth hostess now. Judy stepped in a couple months ago because Sunshine hadn't been feeling well, and she is now in our rotation, and we're glad to have her. Thank you, Judy. Please unmute.
Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I wanted to say my thoughts about Sunshower as well because I was the one who took over for her, and I was expecting that, that I would gracefully back away when she was ready to come back. And so, while we're sad, we know that she's in a better place. So may God rest her soul. I just wanted to share a little bit about the X39 patch and what it's done for me. I started about 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago, and I didn't even realize that I had got acclimatized to waking up every morning and getting out of bed and having some aches and pains. I wouldn't say like it was pain like a 8 out of 10. It was more just a stiffness. And I just really adapted to that. And so all of a sudden, when I started using the X39, it wasn't more than 3 or 4 days in. And I wasn't wearing it at night, but yet in the morning, all of a sudden, all of my stiffness, my aches, my creepiness, I just felt like I'd gone from waking up and being like a 90-year-old woman to being a 40-year-old woman. And I'll never forget the shock and amazement that this happened so quickly. So I never, ever will stop using this patch because when I have, for whatever reason, forgotten it or run out, those aches start to creep back. And I realize that this is what's keeping me young. And so I love, love, love X39. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Judy. And, you know, all of you are listening to Judy, and we all wish we had those quick results. It is amazing. And we do have a lot of people that, get benefits right away. But you got to listen to your body's needs. I mean, it might be that your body needs it really someplace else that you're not going to feel. Like me, it took 5 months for one of mine, 2.5 years for the other. So, what I'm telling you all is be consistent and persistent. Stay with it. Don't stop because you never know what's going to happen right around the corner at that next day. So, thank you so much, Judy. Michelle, please come in.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
So I have so many X39 stories. I've been using the X39 since 2019, the summer of 2019. I was introduced by Helen Peak, and I had some lower back pain from overstraining in a yoga class of all things. And for about 4 months, nothing was touching it, not chiropractic, not massage, which I do. Everything helped to a point, but nothing got rid of it, and even physical therapy. And I was one of those one patch wonders. And hey, guys, that's we don't tell people we have to set the expectations. I like to say under commit and over deliver with the patch, right? So don't tell someone you're going to feel great in one day. They might, because I did. I had a relief of pain that I had for 4 months. But we like to undercommit and tell people it may be a few days, it may be weeks, it may even be months, but you'll get your result, as Kathy Wong says. So stick with it, as Jerry said. Make sure you're well hydrated. And Celergize is a wonderful, wonderful adjunct. And David Schmidt specifically created Celergize to augment the daytime patches. The morning Celergize is great, and it really helps the daytime patches work better. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me
Thank
share.
you so much, Michelle. Yeah, and that's really there. You're going to hear other Celergize stories, and it's another item to add to your little bag that's going to help you. So thank you. Kate, come on in.
Well, good morning, everybody. And I have another X39 story. And thank you, David, for X39 because I have never had pain like this. Twice it woke me up from the ankles to the knees, the entire calves of both legs cramped so hard. The first time I got up and sprayed magnesium because I couldn't think about X39. The second time I got up, I went, oh my gosh, I need something big. And I'm like, oh, for heaven's sakes, X39 is my answer. I put an X39 in the middle of both calves. Immediately it went away, but it was totally debilitating, screaming, yelling, zonkers pain. And it just went boom. And here's the lesson to tie into Celergize. Don't run out of your Celergize. I'm ordering it today.
Thank you, Kate. Yes, please. Those auto shipments are a way to go too, but keep making sure you stay on to things. And another thing with cramps, I have a stick shift, and it was bumper to bumper to bumper for a very long time, and right in my ankle in the instep, I got a cramp, and I'm trying to do the clutch and the gas and the clutch and the gas. And what am I going to do? I ripped my X39 off and got down there in between stopping. And voila, it was gone. So please remember our X39 is the powerful one. So Glenda, come on in.
Hi, everybody. I'm really not very camera ready today, but
Oh, you're fine.
I wanted to be here anyway. Just to tell my story again. So my husband was a one patch wonder. That's how we found the patch. Michelle put a patch on him because he had chronic back pain, and he felt it that day. And the next day he's like, do you have that gal's number? I want to try that patch. And at the time I figured it was some kind of pain patch and didn't realize it was frequency medicine. And when I did, I was so excited because I know this type of healing was the future, but I had not seen it. And we still have not seen it anywhere. So we have something so special here. We are state of the art. We are the cutting edge, and everyone will be wanting to follow LifeWave. That's for sure. But I started using the patch, and when I talk about my results, people will go, well, how many patches do you use? I use a lot now, but I'm going to talk about X39 because I really got every result on X39. And I got immediate improvement in my skin. Like within weeks, I could see the difference. I've got pictures of that. And then my heart and my strength, the strength of my muscles and my cardiovascular system has just never been the same. I've never felt lactic acid. I don't get sore. I can climb mountains. That is an amazing thing. That is an amazing thing. And if we have it, and I use Celergize, which just enhanced it all. So I love it. And if I have a chance later, I'll come back and share some things about other patches. And
thank you so much, Glenda. Thank you. And they were short and 16. And what I want to say to our new people on here, because what Glenda said was very important. You know, the X39 and all the patches, they're non-transdermal. Nothing is going into your body. What it's doing with your infrared light is setting up a frequency. That is a light frequency that Glenda talked about. I mean, anesthetists, chiropractors, people that heal with light know the benefits. So know that what the patches do, and they're all different frequencies, the other patches, and they go in and they are targeting what needs to be healed and helped in your body, helped. So anyways, Patricia, what do you have for us today?
I've been using the stem cell activation patches and numerous other ones since they came back in 2019. I started, and I've had amazing results with it. I'll be 86 September 16th.
Wow.
And I have to tell you guys, I live in a neighborhood full of old people. I don't consider myself old people at all, simply because of the fact that I walk 2-3 miles every day. I am very active. I'm out doing things every single day. And a lot of people here are with walkers and canes and this and that. And they all want to know. And my husband's 87, and you should see him. He's out there doing the same thing. So people are always asking us what we do. So of course, you know, it's easy for us to share because of that very reason.
Right.
It took 8 months for anything to happen to my blood pressure, but eventually it did. And I have been so grateful since then, because I was on very high doses for a long time. And then to have it, but like David said, it takes a month for every decade. And I was going to be 80 then. And so it took 8 months, but eventually it did. And it's been absolutely awesome ever since. And I absolutely adore the Celergize, guys. I drink it every day. I have a question. Is there anywhere where it says we can't drink more than one of the scoops during the course of the day? Can we keep?
Well, it's 2 scoops you can put 2
2,
scoops.
yes, but can I do another 2?
I think it's with what your body is going to react to. I don't think you'll need more than 2, because David has all the formulas in it. And as far as I know, there's no place that tells you that. And I know it's a supplement. It can't harm you, but you don't want to take too much of a good thing. So I will find that answer out for you, though, Patricia, and I'll get back
I would
with you.
appreciate it, because I love the taste. So
Yeah.
it will make me drink I drink a lot of water anyway, but boy, does that improve the taste.
It is good.
I'll comment on that, Jerry, before Danielle comes on. So there are many people, Patricia, who even with 1 scoop of Celergize, they have loose bowels. Sometimes because of the magnesium that happens, some people are just like, oh, it made me regular for the first time in my life, right?
Right.
So if you take extra, I wouldn't advise it. I think 2 scoops, and what I would suggest is add more water. I use a quart. I do not follow the directions on the Celergize. It's way too strong. So I do 2 scoops in an entire quart, which is 32 ounces. Danielle's nodding. And I drink that from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. I just, sip on it.
Thank you, Michelle.
Hopefully that helps. Okay.
And then one other thing I wanted to bring up for Patricia is my dad started on the patches when he was 93 and had phenomenal results. His cardiologist told me that his heart was better than when they put the pacemaker in 8 years before. And the only reason he didn't want to live forever, and he just said, he said no. And I told him it's not what it's about. It's feeling good while you're here. Like Patricia, You're feeling good while you're there. And I did lose him this past year, but he was 3 weeks from 98, and he had those good years. So please, everyone, get on the patches. Danielle, please, what do you have to share?
Oh, thank you, Jerry. I just have to say, you look unbelievable. Look,
Thank you.
unbelievably gorgeous, doesn't she? It's crazy. Must be
Thank
using
you.
some patches or
Must be the
something.
patches, right?
Yeah, 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 you do. You look really beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I also want to acknowledge somebody who just was saying, I did not keep up on my Cellularize for about 2 months. I just got away with it. I was running. And it made such a huge difference when I got it back. That was radical. But I really wanted to talk about my friend Aggie, who isn't going on camera. She's going to stand, maybe she will. She's just moved here, and she's been on the patches for what, 6 months?
6 months.
Okay, we got to be brief here.
Oh
but
gosh.
here's
Okay,
Aggie.
here I am.
Yeah. So
I'm not camera ready either, ladies.
Aggie can tell you her age if she feels like it. But the other night when she arrived, we had dinner, and whatever was in the sauce of the food, her tongue swelled up. And she was like, my tongue is swollen.
During the night.
Yeah,
It's
so
like I couldn't breathe almost.
yeah. So I got up and I put an Eon underneath her, on her neck, right by her tongue
Yeah.
area, and tell them what happened.
Well, it started going down. It was down within, I don't know. It did take a while. It wasn't instantaneous. It was down within 2 hours, let's say. And I've had this in the past,
And you got to be short.
and it's hard to tell what I'm allergic to. But in any case, it was miraculous. And I'd also like to validate the cramps for X39s because I mean it's a true miraculous
And I did them
story.
at night too.
Yeah.
So if somebody was asking, can you do them on at night? I got in the middle of the night and did Eon first, and then my body said, no, put a X39 on. I was worried
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sleep. So anyway, that's our
Anyway,
share.
that's it.
Thanks
And
so
I
much.
did that last night with the
Oh,
X39.
that's true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye,
Thanks.
ladies.
Thank you so much. Well, welcome in. Thanks for joining us, Maggie.
Thank you
Really
so much.
enjoyed
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Yes,
And
thank
I'd
you.
like to share that the Eon patch that they're mentioning for, it's works really well with the nervous system, but the inflammation, it works on inflammation and pain. It will target pain right away. My husband was reading and walked square into the corner of the dishwasher with her shin. Tears were out because he wasn't crying. It was just hurt that bad. And I sent him to the bathroom to get the Eon on. Before he could get back out to the kitchen, the pain was gone. So yes, that Eon, that was our go-to patch prior to the invention of David's X39. So thanks for sharing, Danielle. So, and we have a lot of hands up, and that's okay. We had technical difficulties. So if you want to hang with us, people, I'm here for you. So don't worry. Okay, Michelle, please.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. I was just about to say that for those of you who joined late, we got a late start because of technical problems. So we will probably go past the half-hour mark. If you can stay, please stay. Before I share my story, Danielle, what was the patch? Because I was responding in the chat. What was the patch you put on your friend's throat for an allergic type?
I put the
Eon.
Eon one.
The Eon. Okay, good. I didn't catch that because I was in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
just
Thank
kept
you.
thinking
So
it had to be, it was like an inflammation. So
inflammation.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So a couple people, because it came up and there's lots of stuff in the chat and I'm trying to keep up with the chat. A lot of people are talking about too much Celergize not being a good thing. You could get too much potassium. You could get too much copper. Don't take any more than 2 scoops. Okay. So that's the bottom line. Drink more, put it in more water. Okay. So I
Right.
have a couple shares, more shares. So I just did, the biggest move of my life. After 40 years in Colorado, I now live in Fairfield, Iowa. I'm so excited. I'm in a little town and I drove by myself 13 hours on Saturday with a big cargo van, like those Amazon vans. I had one of those and I'm tooling down the I-80 and I was exhausted, absolutely exhausted. I had been going on 5 hours of sleep for weeks. And I said, I have to do this. I have no choice. And my back was hurting pretty bad, about a 8 out of 10. And I slapped not 1, not 2, but 3 X39s on my back. I was following Dr. Nicholas, who said, if 1 doesn't work, do 2. If 2 don't work, do 3. And he said in all of his years, he has never had anyone not respond after 3 X39s. So I had 3 X39s. And then I was talking to Robin as I'm going down the highway. And she said, do you have energy enhancer? And I said, "Oh my gosh, how could I forget Energy Enhancer?" And she said, "John Ward wears 2 sets of Energy Enhancer when he does a long drive." So I pulled over, I put on 2 sets of Energy Enhancer, and I kid you not, guys, I made it by the grace of God, by prayers of friends. I did a 13-hour Herculean task, a grueling drive, and thanks to the patches and LifeWave. So I'm here safe, and that's my share. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. And Susan, please unmute. What do you have to tell us?
Hi, good morning. I'm traveling, so it's a little foggy in Southern California this morning, but I'm not foggy. Woo! So yeah, I did a long drive down here, 9 hours, and everybody knows I'm infamous for my chronic backache, but I got no back. I had no back pain at all. I did put ice wave on the bottom of my feet, and of course I had energy enhancer. So it's amazing because it's probably been months since I had no back pain, even just for
Wow.
one day. So, and it's gotten so much better. But I wanted to share about my one of my brand partners signed up a friend of hers who last November had his doctor told him he had type 2 diabetes. Oops. He had yeah. I already said it. I apologize.
Blood sugar problems.
Blood sugar issues at like a level 11 or something, and then he saw him again 2 months later and said, you're in danger, because he wouldn't take the meds. So he started on the patches. He's on X39, X49, and SP6. He's lost 30 pounds in 2 months. His numbers are down to 5. His blood sugar is totally normal. He's exercising. He feels good. And I think we got a lifer.
Wow. Is that with X39, Susan?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I know what Lavelle is going to come into, but I figured he'd be on because I remember when the other person was talking about blood sugar. But please, Lavelle, tell everybody about the SP6 and your blood sugar. Lavelle, please unmute. Are you there?
There you go.
There you
I unmuted. Okay, thanks so much. Yeah, absolutely. I have to attribute it not only to David Smith, but Dr. Ackland. I have been at a conference, and that's one of the reasons it's so important to show up to these events, whether on Zoom or conferences or whatever. And my pain had went away just with X39, but my blood sugar was still elevated. And I asked Dr. Ackland, what could I do at this conference? And he said, add the X49 and the SP6 daily to your patching protocol and watch what happens. And in 2 weeks, my sugar went from being very elevated between 200 to 300 down to 86 points. And that's been almost 2 years, guys. So consistency is the key, but here we go again. So Dr. Nicholas, when we were in Hawaii, I said, Dr. Nicholas, my wife's blood pressure is under control, but the X39, X49, and SP6 hasn't regulated my blood pressure. He said, well, you need 2 sets of energy. And he said, on the inside of your elbow, put the white on the right and the brown on the left, and above your ankle, he said, put the white on the right on the inside of your ankles and watch what happens. So guys, try that protocol. And then that's the key, guys. Consistency. It may happen in a day, a week, or a month. But I just heard somebody say it took her 8 months. I heard somebody just say 8 months to lower their blood pressure, because these are some really important things. And definitely, Michelle, you're right on point. Guys, only use 2 scoops of that Celergize, because it could mess you up. It really could. So thanks so much for letting me share. God bless everybody and have a great day.
Thank you, Lavelle. Love your shares. And yes, the Celergize has regulated my husband, so that was a plus here at this house. But let's go. Darlene, please.
Someone is asking, where do you put the SP6? Four fingers above your left inside ankle.
Ankle, right. Okay, did you hear him? Four finger widths up on the inside of the ankle, left side. And I also, one of the things that has not been stressed at all, and we have some new people here too. Don't forget your water. Water. Guideline is 50% of your body weight in ounces. And even then you could have more. So please, you need to be hydrated with the use of the patches. So Darlene, please come on in.
Okay, I want to talk about the cramps. It doesn't have to be X39. So I know in the chat, some people were asking do I wear X39 at night because I've been wearing it during the day. I wear Alavita every night. And last night I had a cramp, woke up with a cramp in my thigh. And I just took my Alavita and put it right there, and instantly that cramp went away. Robin says it doesn't matter what patch you're wearing at night. If you get a cramp, just take it off and put it in the area of the cramp and it goes away. And I've used Alavita to do that many, many times.
Thank you for sharing that, because yes, I have heard that, and it's not even just the Alavita, like Robin has said, any patch, put it there, because when those cramps grab you at night and you're trying to get out of bed to walk or whatever, they hurt. So, Glenda, come on in. What else you have for us?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to share. Well, I had plantar fasciitis, and I realized.
Glenda.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry. I had some pain in my foot, and I realized that mostly it's keeping my hips stretched, but it would flare up, and it was just so annoying. And I put an Eon on the bottom of my foot, and it completely went away that day. So if I have a flare up, I just know I put on Eon or a glutathione, but I like Eon best. So just these patches are amazing. They're my medicine chest. And I also have a water machine. Can I give a water testimony?
Yes, you may.
Oh my gosh. I've only had it a couple weeks. Our third week. But immediately my husband, who has eagle eyes, like he can see anything, his eyes are improving. And I go, no, they couldn't be. And then I, who have terrible eyes, I got cataract surgery, and I thought, well, that was nice, but now I couldn't see a thing close up, not a thing. It was just so annoying. And I could see without the readers now. Now, it's not perfect, but I am so excited. And the energy you guys will get, if you think everything else, you add this water, and you don't have to sleep an hour. You could have the worst night's sleep ever, and you get up and you get your glass of water, and you will just be ready to go. It's amazing. I'm very excited to see where I'll be in a year. Oh, and if I could add one thing, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that I have all these old friends, and every time they meet someone, they're like, she looks younger now than the day I met her 10 years ago. So I get that all the time.
Right?
And it's all about LifeWave. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And Glenda and her husband aren't the only ones I know. Jim Gilliland doesn't have to wear glasses anymore either, since he's been on the water. So yes, if you have your opportunity and can, get your water machine. They'll be helping us with a multitude of items. So Norma, please unmute. It looks like you might be closing us out unless we get some more hands.
Okay, well, good morning. And my heart is with you about Sunshower. Loved her support and love. Miracle, kind of a miracle. Our grandson doesn't know how to use the brake on his scooter. He's 7 and has some challenging physical issues. He did a face plant on a very steep hill, got a knot on his forehead that stuck out, I don't know, half an inch, full in. It was huge. After Mama cleaned it up, we were all sitting at dinner. I said, you know what? Nana's going to take off her patch. I put it right there. Honestly, people said, no way. No way. It's flat. I mean, how does that happen? The water, I have been giving it to a neighbor who had cancer. I had given him a couple of patches, didn't see him for, I don't know whether it was 6 months longer, just didn't see him at all. And we weren't close, but he had all of a sudden, he told me he had been dealing with cancer. He used an X39 and Eon that I gave him. And he said, after just one day, he said, I need these. Now he comes to my home every day for the water, and the difference with the patches in his face, no hair and all these sores on his face. I mean, he's been on the patches now for about a month. He's like a different person. But then the water, it's like his face is glowing. The patches dealt with all those sores and just cleared and cleaned him up. With me, I sprayed it in my eyes. I've had it this is my day 4 having the machine. On day 2, I sprayed it in my eyes. And honestly, it was like I could see. And I've got, very bad. Can I say astigmatism or no? I don't know. I mean, it's not a diagnosis.
Well, it is.
Yeah. All right. Very blurry vision. And it's like it was like supernatural sight. I'm shocked. Sleeping through the night. For 7 years now, I've had to get up once at least to use the restroom in the middle of the night. 2 nights, second night on the water, I slept through the night and have been.
And thank you. And when Norma mentioned about spraying it, what a lot of us have done, and probably maybe you haven't been exposed to this idea, but on Amazon, they have these little dark blue bottles, spray bottles. Go on and get them. There's some brown ones. You want dark because you don't want the light.
That's what I have.
And we just spray people with it. So spraying is good. So thank you, Norma. Appreciate your shares today. Glad that your grandson got that much better with that patch.
Gosh.
Yeah.
He
Thank
loves
you.
them.
Lavelle, another one?
2 things. I don't know if we should be mentioning the C word. Number one, we got to be very careful.
I know.
You're right. Sorry.
We can ask Lavelle, and we try, and people know no diagnoses names.
Yeah, we
but
have to
yes.
That's what Gregory's and Robin has been saying a whole lot. With this water machine, we got to be very careful because people are getting some really miraculous results. So let's all help one another with that. And then tomorrow, guys, I just want to bring to everyone's attention, David is doing a special call tomorrow, guys, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time about Solidize, I believe, and the water system. I think that's what it's going to be. Is that right, Jerry?
I had it up on my desk, and then when you started, I put it back down. Wasn't it X39 also? Kate, you usually
it might be all 3. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Is it in our email, Lavelle?
Yeah, it was an email from last week. Kate,
from LifeWave
X39. Yeah. But yeah, it's a special one. So y'all, if you're on it, I'm Eastern time, so mine's 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. But it was an email that was sent out, and if you don't have it, you can get with somebody here that you can get on it. And David, my husband, does not miss listening to David. He is our rock.
Okay,
And,
Lavelle said Tuesday. And someone asked, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Because usually
tomorrow.
Tuesday.
No,
it is
it's
Tuesday, guys.
It's
a special call, and it's in the events tab in your back office. You can access it there or the corporate email.
Thank you, Kate. Beautiful.
One of the 2. So thank you so much. Yeah. So I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you're all holding Sunshare up in prayers and thoughts and love. We will miss her, but we're dedicating everything to her because she brought the light to us and the heart and the warmth. So please, if you want to unmute, and we'll just say goodbye now. So, and don't forget our Monday community call tonight at 9 Eastern. We'll be having that tonight. So everybody have a wonderful week. Keep patching, and we'll hear more results next week, I hope. Have a great week.
Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. Great call.
Thank you.
Have a great
Very
week.
much.
Great call.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sunshower.
Yes. Up to Sunshine. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.